Interest in the Bigfoot phenomenon dates back to the 1950s. In 1951, the famous climber Eric Shipton took the first pictures of Bigfoot footprints that he found in the Himalayas. It was these pictures published by Shipton and Us which became the beginning of a real Bigfoot mania around the world. But before I get to the video, I want to recommend you my new channel Vision of Crime, where I tell about interesting and criminal stories and mysterious disappearances, shocking crimes in the USA and Europe. I am sure you will not be bored. Follow the link that appeared in the upper right corner. Also, the link to the channel I have placed in the description to this video. So, let's continue. Two legendary climbers, Edmund Hillary and the Nepalese Sherpa Tenzing Norgay, who were the first to climb Everest in 1953, added even more fuel to the fire by reporting that they had also come across huge human footprints while climbing. I have selected 5 videos that Bigfoot experts believe are the most authentic Bigfoot footage to date. Let's start with perhaps the most famous Bigfoot video, taken back in 1967 by Roger Patterson and Robert Gimlin on a tributary of the Klamath River, 25 miles from Orleans, California. According to Patterson and Gimli, they were the only witnesses to their brief encounter with what they claimed was Bigfoot. On horseback, they rode up to a fallen tree with a large root system, almost as tall as a room, pointing toward the creek. As they rounded the tree, they almost simultaneously discovered a figure creeping behind the rootstock near the creek, literally 10 meters away from them. The horses sprang into action, and the creature managed to get about 50 meters away from the explorers before Patterson began to shoot it. Bigfoot looked over his shoulder and headed into the grove. Then reappears again, for a while, after Patterson had moved to get a better position to shoot, and then disappears behind the trees again and is lost from sight. Gimli followed him on horseback, keeping his distance until the creature soon disappeared from view. They returned to the original site, measured the length of the creature's steps, and made 2 plaster casts of the footprints. The researchers estimated the alleged Bigfoot to be about 2 meters tall, and the appearance of the filmed Bigfoot matches most descriptions of Bigfoot made by others who claim to have seen it in the intervening time. Patterson and Gimli's film has been analyzed numerous times in an effort to identify the creature depicted on it, or in an effort to expose the fake. Scientists have never come to a single conclusion. The authors of the video, however, always insisted that they had encountered and filmed a real Bigfoot. In the summer of 1994, U.S. Forest Service employee Paul Freeman made a very intriguing video during his next raid in the forests of Washington state. Freeman was tracking footprints, and at one point his attention was caught by strange oversized human footprints on the bank of a stream. Quite intrigued, Freeman pulled out his camera and began moving along the bank, filming the footprints. Then he heard a noise from the woods and saw a silhouette that resembled people. At first he tried to call out to them, but realized he wasn't dealing with people. As a result, Freeman made one of the most famous Bigfoot videos, in which he dared to film an alleged Bigfoot family near the Blue Mountain Range. The video shows a pair of huge humanoid creatures with black fur passing the camera and hiding in the woods. Credit must be given to the courage of the ranger, who, despite the fear clearly audible in his voice, did not run away, but kept filming. Of course, the quality of the footage leaves much to be desired, but after a detailed analysis of the video and checking the footage for authenticity, many experts concluded that Paul Freeman managed to film a real Bigfoot family in the forests of Washington state. A young Canadian, Miles Lomond, who has explored the mountains of British Columbia, has little doubt that it was Bigfoot, as he is known in North America, Bigfoot or Sasquatch, who caught the Bigfoot on his video camera. His logic is simple. What normal person would wander into an absolutely deserted and far from civilization place without any equipment, without a backpack, and at the same time to climb a mountain at night? What's more, according to Miles, he got a much better look at the dark figure than he'd seen in the video, and didn't see any clothes, skis, or any snowshoes. Nevertheless, the creature climbed the snowy slope briskly without falling through. The young man claimed he had never seen anything like it. The video was shot in the mountains of the Canadian province of British Columbia in Tantalus Range, north of Vancouver, home to grizzly bears, which can walk on their hind legs if they wish. Some zoologists have suggested that the creature captured in the video is a bear, and the young man could not see it from this distance. The following video, shot in the Kemerovo region, has become the most popular and perhaps the most credible Bigfoot footage to date. In Russia, since about 2009, there have been periodic reports from the Kemerovo region that locals have allegedly seen creatures similar to Bigfoot in the surrounding forests. And on January 21, 2013, 3 boys from the Kuzbas village of Ruskorsky, riding on the frozen river, wandered to the opposite bank and noticed the unusual footprints. The boys took out their cell phones, turned on their cameras, and followed the trail. At the edge of the forest, they saw a figure rushing through the trees, looking like both a man and a monkey. The boys ran off into the village. The most interesting thing is that for about 15 seconds, when the snowman is in the frame, he stands still, not moving, and the boys are far from immediately understand who is in front of them and whether it is alive. When people arrived at the place where the video was shot, they found that several trees in the clearing had been nibbled at a height of approximately 150 to 170 centimeters. One had been chewed through. According to the experts of the International Center Gamanaka, this video is not fake and claims to be the first video evidence of Bigfoot's existence filmed in Russia. The governor of the Kemerovo region, Aman Tuliev, promised 1 million rubles to anyone who catches a Bigfoot. On May 16, 2009, a Lumpkin County, Georgia, police officer was riding in a patrol car with his fellow county officers. Suddenly, the headlights caught sight of a creature on the side of the road, running toward them. This something caught on the camera installed in the patrol car. Experts who examined the footage estimated that the creature was running at about 30 miles per hour, while the maximum speed of Olympic sprinters was about 28 miles per hour. Many eyewitnesses who have encountered the creature claim that it can move much faster than a human. American cryptozoologists suggest that a police car camera recorded a running Bigfoot. Of course, the existence of Bigfoot has not yet been proven, and much of the scientific community is extremely skeptical of it all. But the opposite is not proven either. Several years ago, American geneticists declared Bigfoot is not a mythical monster at all, but a very real creature that lived on Earth 15,000 years ago. Geneticists have studied 11 samples of blood, tissues, and hair and came to the conclusion that for Bigfoot, people take the hybrid of ancient man and some extinct creature closer to modern primates. They propose to officially register this species and name it Homo sapiens cognatus. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and write what you think about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support is very important to me.